7 steps to get your life back together. There are moments in life when everything feels slightly off. You're not necessarily in crisis, nothing is completely falling apart, but you're tired all the time. Your room is messy, your finances are confusing, your attention is scattered, and you keep postponing the things you know will make your life better. And the strange part is, you usually know what you need to do. You just can't seem to make yourself do it. So this video is not about reinventing yourself overnight. It's about rebuilding trust with yourself. Because when your life feels out of control, you don't regain control by solving everything at once. You regain it by taking responsibility for the smallest things first and then slowly expanding outwards. And these are 7 places that I will start. Step 1. Take a shower. Brush your teeth, wash your face, put on clean clothes, fix your hair, wear a scent that makes you feel good. This sounds painfully obvious, but when people start struggling mentally, basic self-care is often one of the first things to disappear. You stop treating yourself like someone worth looking after. You tell yourself, I'm not going anywhere today, so it doesn't matter. But it does matter, because you're still spending the entire day with yourself. The way you take care of your body sends a message to your brain about how you see yourself. Every time you neglect yourself, you reinforce the idea that you're not worth the effort. Every time you take care of yourself, even when nobody else will see you, you send the opposite message. You're saying, I still matter. And you don't need to feel confident before you start taking care of yourself. Sometimes taking care of yourself is where the confidence begins. 2. Taking care of your environment. Your environment is constantly communicating with you. If your room is messy, there's something you still haven't handled. Dirty dishes says the same thing. So do unopened packages, a chaotic desk, and 12 objects sitting on your chair because you don't know where else to put them. These things seem insignificant, but together they create a low-level feeling of unfinished business. Your brain never completely relaxes because everywhere you look, you're reminded of something you haven't done. So clean your room, not as a punishment and not because becoming an adult means developing an unhealthy obsession with storage containers. Clean it because order gives you mind room to breathe. So think about this, when your body is taken, your room is tidy, something interesting will happen, which is you begin to feel slightly different. Feels like you're capable of something. And this leads to step 3. Join the world. Modern life has made isolation incredibly convenient. You can work from home, order food, buy groceries, watch movies, exercise, talk to friends, and build an entire career without stepping outside. Technically, you never have to leave the house. And that is exactly why you need to do it. Go for a walk, visit a friend, work somewhere different. Remind your eyes that the world exists beyond a glowing rectangle. Sometimes you don't need another productivity system, you need sunlight, you need movement, and a conversation with a real human being. And please, when you go out, don't wait for someone else's plan. Plan it yourself. Be the person who initiates, send a message, invite people to lunch, ask someone to train with you. Create the kind of social life you keep hoping will somehow appear. The longer you disappear, the harder it feels to come back. So don't wait until you feel the mood to do it. Step 4. Exercise. Imagine someone offered you a pill that could improve your energy, strengthen your body, clear your head, lift your mood, reduce stress, help you sleep, potentially extend your life. You probably ask how much it costs. Unfortunately, the pill exists, but it comes disguised as exercise. And that's disappointing because swallowing something is much easier than running, but your body is designed to move. When you don't use it, the unused energy doesn't always disappear. Sometimes it turns into anxiety, brain fog, or that heavy feeling where everything seems harder than it should. You don't need the perfect program. You don't need the expensive equipment. You don't even need to enjoy every second of it. What you need is just do it. This exercise or training will change your relationship with discomfort. It teaches you that feeling uncomfortable doesn't always mean something is wrong. Sometimes discomfort simply means you're doing something difficult on purpose. That lesson will become useful everywhere else, especially when you look at your bank account. Step 5. Know your finance, please. A lot of financial anxiety doesn't come from knowing the numbers. It comes from avoiding them. There's even a psychology terms on this specific subject. The ostrich effect. You don't check your balance because you're afraid of what you will see. You ignore subscription because each one feels too small to matter. You spend without thinking because the money leaves your account quietly. Meanwhile, companies have spent billions of dollars designing systems that make spending feel effortless. One click, automatic renewal, buy now pay later, free trial, you name it. And the odds are we as a consumer will lose. That's why we gotta look at the numbers. Open your bank account, review the last 30 days, find the subscription you no longer use, look at how much you spend on convenience, impulse purchases, food delivery, or things you bought because you were bored. You don't have to shame yourself. Shame usually makes people avoid the problem even more. You collect the information because once something becomes visible, it becomes manageable. Maybe the number hurts a little, that's okay. Let the discomfort become useful, turn into a decision. Cancel what you don't need, create a simple spending limit, automate savings, make your money serve your priorities instead of disappearing into things you barely remember buying. 6. Remove the bad habits. Everyone have these bad habits. Sometimes it's substance, sometimes it's online shopping, even gambling, even prep, even porn, even social media, food validation, you name it. All this cheap dopamine that makes you feel productive but you don't even do anything. And I have a hack for you guys to use it. Turn off unnecessary notification, unfollow accounts that consistently make you feel worse, delete apps you open automatically, unsubscribe from marketing emails, stop sleeping beside your phone, create friction between the impulse and the action. Willpower is useful, but environment is usually stronger. Removing distraction gives you something most people claim they don't have: time. Yes, now you have time, which lead to the final step. Build a strategy. Companies have strategies. Sport teams have game plans. Military operations are planned down to the smallest detail. But many people approach their entire lives with no plan beyond hopefully things work out. That's the 99%. For the top 1%, for most of you that watch this video until these seconds, you cannot make your life plans abstract, like hopefully things work out. You cannot do that. You gotta be more concrete. If you want a better health, what does that mean this year? If you want financial stability, what number are you aiming for? If you want stronger relationship, who needs more of your time and attention? Then study your own patterns. Where do you usually fail? Do you make plans that are too ambitious? Do you lose momentum after one bad day? Do you depend too heavily on motivation? Do you keep changing the goal before giving anything enough time to work? A basic plan built around your actual weaknesses is more valuable than a perfect plan designed for an imaginary version of you. Write down the destination, the next few actions, and the obstacles you can already predict. Trust me, you will be surprised on how a piece of paper of your plan can help you get to your dream life. So these are the 7 steps that I hope that you can do it like literally now after you watch this video. As a bonus, please stop negotiating with yourself. I know most of the people that come to these seconds probably thinks like, okay, I got this, Leo, I want to try it, but let me try it tomorrow. So please don't do that. Stop negotiating with yourself. Do it now. Whatever you can do from these 7 steps, do it now. Every time you negotiate with yourself, the weaker voice gets another opportunity to make it a case. It will explain that you're tired, that tomorrow will be better. That one exception won't matter. And sometimes that voice will even sound intelligent. But you don't have to debate it. Take a breath, let the resistance exist, and begin anyway. Over time, its action becomes evidence. You begin to see yourself as someone who does what they say they will do. That identity is where real confidence comes from. That identity is very, very expensive. Take care of your body, clean your environment, go outside, move, face your finance, remove the distraction, create a plan, and then follow it. You probably will not feel like a different person tomorrow morning, but you will have kept one promise to yourself. And then you keep another. And eventually, your life becomes to change. Stay classy.